Hi, I'm Ruby from dottydelightful.com. I am an artist, a zine maker and a creator who loves nature, magical practices and being quite silly. Welcome to this week's vlog. It's actually filmed over a fortnight, not a week, because, well, I've just been doing all sorts of things, but mainly I've been sitting at home going, oh my god, it's so hot, it's too hot, it's too hot. It's been boiling here in the UK, like super hot, and when it's that hot I just don't want to do anything. And the trouble is, this house is wonderful in the summer downstairs because it's cold, awful in the winter because it's cold, but the more floors you go up, the hotter it becomes. So because my studio's on the first floor, it's been really warm and it's felt like I've not been able to do very much. So I've just been sat downstairs really, on our bed, working on my iPad, just trying to keep cool. It's gone cooler today, it's been raining, hence me having my kimono on, because for the past few days I've just been in shorts and a vest top. Just really lying there going, it's so hot. We're quite rubbish in the UK for weather, because one minute it's cold and then the next it's boiling. It's not like a gradual increase in heat, or a gradual decrease. Like I think yesterday it was 27 and today I think it's 21. So it's like, it doesn't seem that much of a difference, but it is quite a difference. And the week before it was probably 16, you know, so it is all over the place. Yeah, so on this vlog you will see that I have had an adventure to the seaside with my friend Lucy, who you might have seen in other videos, and we also, Tom and I, we also went to Claver Hill, which is a community garden, which I was asked to record a video for a Wild Roots festival, so you'll see me do that as well. And while we was there we met this wonderful couple in a flower garden that they run. Oh, it's amazing, wait till you see it. And what else did we do this week? We went for a lovely evening walk by the river, because in the day it was too hot. How many times can I say that in one video? But yeah, in the day it's been far too hot to take Badger out. And if you're new around here, Badger's our dog, and we've been walking by the river in the evening when it's cooled down, if it's cooled down. If it hasn't, we've just not been going out really. So that was really lovely. I also found a froggy friend in the garden, so that was really nice as well. And been making, and I can't believe that we're coming up towards the end of 30 days of creative play for June. I know we've still got a week and a bit left, but I can't believe how fast it's gone. It's ridiculous. So I've been making all sorts of things, and then for the rest of the time I've been doing lots and lots of inner work on limiting beliefs. Loads of the inner work. Yeah, it's like it doesn't ever end, does it? It doesn't ever end. Something in my eye, I think it's gonna pour down. I get my hay fever. Oh my gosh, my hay fever's been so bad. Because of the weather, I've not been going to the allotment, because luckily it's been raining at night, so we've not had to go and water. But that also means that I've not been stinging myself with the nettles either. So my hay fever is really bad. It's really itchy now. Normally this happens, like my eyes itch, my mouth itches, my nose itches, and then it pours down. It's like I'm a weather barometer. So yeah, doing lots of inner work on limiting beliefs, lots of journaling, all that kind of stuff. That I was going to say it's really boring. It's not actually really boring. It's really needed. That's what it is. It's really needed. But when you do it a lot, it does feel like not more. But it's been really helping with these 30 days of creative play, in the way of freeing up my mind from these beliefs that I can't just have fun enjoying myself playing. I'm very good at doing that in small bits, but this has been teaching me to more live like that, in a flow, and just trusting that everything's going to be fine. And that's been really quite difficult lately, because if you've got an Etsy shop, you'll get this. Etsy have been messing about in the background. I don't know what they've been doing, adding things that sellers don't need, taking things away that we do, just messing around. And when they start messing, our views stop and then our sales decline. So normally I average about 2 sales a day. This month I have, up until Friday, I'd had 2 sales the whole month. And then on Friday I popped something in the newsletter that I send out every Friday. So if you're not signed up to that, pop over to my website. It's called 5 Things Friday. And it's 5 things that I've really loved or enjoyed in the week that are inspiring, fun, educational, films, books, videos, all sorts of stuff. People really like it. So on there I put a little bit of a plea: can you pop over to my Etsy and give it a favourite, please, to kind of boost it. And since then I've had a few more sales. But it's not just me, it's across the board. So I'm in a lot of Etsy forums and groups, and all the UK people are saying, what is happening? And there has been kind of a little panic for some people where it's their main source of income, because they've gone from having maybe 100 sales a week, some of them, to having none. And that is like, wow. So that's been quite annoying, trying to navigate what Etsy's up to. I just don't know why they stop messing. They don't stop messing. Like, just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. But you find this a lot on things. I found this on Instagram. If you was on Instagram, like, since the beginning, do you remember when it was in chronological order? Oh my God. Chronological order, no adverts, no sponsored posts. It was lovely. You used to go on in the morning and you'd see everybody else in the morning doing their morning things. Like, it was such a good space for connecting with people. Now it's just random old rubbish at all times of the day and night, because they keep tweaking it and changing it, and then they sold it, didn't they, and all that. And it's like, why do you keep changing things? And the reason is money. It's all to do with money, making money, making it bigger. Even and do you know what really annoys me? It's these corporations that have already got billions. It's not like, I don't begrudge anybody making money at all, but they've already got billions, so stop messing around. Just like, yeah. So that's been happening, which did kind of play into my fear of, how are we going to pay the bills? But doing all this work on my limiting beliefs has been really good at making me just go, do you know what, it's fine, because something else comes along, something different comes along. And something different did come along. A job recording for the Wild Roots Festival. I've had a commission job designing a t-shirt. Like, there is always something else. So if you are in that position and your Etsy's gone wrong, or it stopped, if you're in the UK, what other things can you do? Because I always say that people have got loads of gifts, they've got loads of hidden talents. So what are your skills that you can bring to do something else? And also, don't have all your eggs in one basket. Like, I don't even know where that came from. Maybe if you drop your basket, the eggs will break. Yeah, maybe that. But it is always good, if you're self-employed, to have multiple streams of income and having different things coming in. So if one does go off the boil, you've got other things there as well. So that's my advice. Take it or leave it, I don't know. But that's my, that's my thing if you're gonna set up a small business or you're in small business. I am actually really tired today. I've gone super tired. So yesterday was Saturday, and what did we do? We went to the allotment in the morning. It has gone crazy because of the rain and then the heat. Oh my goodness, we haven't been to the allotment for a week and a half because I've been on moon time and it's been pouring down. It has gone wild, absolutely crazy, wild everywhere. It looks like we've never even been here doing anything. But look at the wildflowers. The wildflower patch has worked really well. And look at all the bees. The bees are absolutely loving this. There's loads of bees on it. Oh, it's amazing. This has worked perfectly. Look, they love it. And then look round here, look at the lupins. They're huge. They're gorgeous, really beautiful. And the valerian, that's come up lovely. And the strawberries, have we got any in here? Oh, there's a little creature there, look. Has there got any strawberries coming up? Oh, we have some little straws in there. Oh, and a big one. Oh, you can't see because it's leaf. Look. So that's working all right. And then I've planted more of these wildflowers all over. Of course I did. Everything's just gone mad, and look at the size of my peas. Last time I came they were about 4 inches, and now I don't even know how tall they are now. 3 foot, 4 foot. They're doing really well. This is my chaos bed. Everything's bonkers, and we've got black currants. Black currants are ready. Oh, it's exciting. Oh my gosh. One of my limiting beliefs that I've been working on is if I am too wild, people will leave me. Like, people won't like me because I'm too wild. And I've been doing all that work on it in my journal, and then I got to the allotment, and the allotment is a wild. I love wildness, and I love the allotment because, oh my god, the bees. It's full of bees and ladybirds everywhere. They are loving it, absolutely loving it. But through our allotment, we've got a path to another allotment plot. So people have to walk through our allotment to get to that other path, to get to their plot. And it's made me really consciously aware of, oh, I can't have it too wild because people need to walk past it. And it was a real funny visual representation of what I've been working on. So I've been working on that wildness and people seeing it and then leaving or not liking it. And there I was, stood on the allotment plot, surrounded by wild. Now I can see, oh look, there's courgettes in the middle of wildflowers. You know, the strawberries growing amongst all the lupins. There's like stuff everywhere. I can see that and I can pick that out, and things that typically people call weeds, I use them in various ways. I pick them, I make tea with them, I eat them, you know, I use them in all sorts of stuff. But for outside eyes coming and looking, they'd be like, this is such a mess, like it's just, you've just left it to, you know. But I haven't. It's actually very carefully done. I think, as a disclaimer kind of thing, I think what I might do is make some signs. So I might get some wood. There's actually a skip on the next street, and I'm wondering if there's some pieces of wood in it. Get some wood and make some signs saying things like permaculture garden, you know, don't mind the weeds, the for the bees, or, you know, and have a few things. So, and I shouldn't need to do that. I shouldn't. As I'm saying this out loud to you, I'm thinking, are you doing this because it's one of your limiting beliefs of if you're too wild, people won't like it? but I'm just wondering if I did that, then people might understand it a little bit more, especially because we're new to the plot this year. You know, maybe then they can go, oh, right, okay, so it is wild and whatever. So that was quite interesting. Yeah, so we went to the allotment in the morning to water because it had not rained at night and it was very hot already. I did a tiny little bit of plucking out some grass and some bindweed. And then we came home and I don't even remember the rest of the day. I don't remember what I did yesterday. I think I worked on my iPad, I think. I haven't got a clue. But last night we did Tantra, and because it was so hot, it was exhausting. The heat is exhausting, not the Tantra. The heat is exhausting. But we didn't go to bed till 2:45, because by the time it had cooled down and we'd done our cacao ceremony and our connecting and our talking and all the things, it was 2:45 in the morning. I mean, what do I think I am, 20? So today I've had it a little bit. We've been out for a walk with Badger. We went to the woods because like I said, it's cooled down, and I made dinner, cleaned up the kitchen, did a bit of laundry. I've gone. I've gone really tired. And this evening I'm at a solstice celebration with some girlfriends, and I am really looking forward to it. And it's good that it's in woodland, because if it was in someone's house I'd just nod off on the couch. But I knew that I needed to get this video out to you because I didn't do one last weekend, which is why I am here talking to you now, all tired. Anyway, enough of me waffling on about loads of nonsense. Let's get into the video. I hope you've had a lovely, lovely week. Thank you so much for all your comments on last time's video about the hair thinning. So many women resonated with that, so many women. And I've been trying really hard to up this protein, as I spoke about in the last video, because I think that's really important. But it's very difficult, really difficult to try and get enough without eating loads of stuff. So it is a work in progress. I have not come up with a solution yet, but I did find some seaweed shampoo and conditioner, which is good for menopausal women. I'm in perimenopause, I'm not in menopause yet. I'm gonna need a drink. Let's get a little tickle. For thinning hair. So I'm trying it, and I've used it twice so far, and I've got to say I'm really impressed, really impressed. I know I've only used it twice, so the results are still out, you know, out, I don't know, shake it all about. But yeah, my hair feels much thicker, and when I've used it, it's really shiny, which is lovely. It like brings the colour out. So I'll share it in the video. You know, in my last video I was talking about my hair being thin. Well, I found this Cornish seaweed bath company, and they do beautiful natural shampoo and conditioner. So I'm very pleased to say that they gifted me some to help me with my thinning hair. I really can't wait to try it. I'm really excited to see the difference. And they come with these pump toppers as well, which is really handy for when you're in the shower and you just want to press it down. It smells divine as well. But that's really good. It is expensive. I've got to say it is expensive, but it's all natural. It's got nothing dodgy in it at all. And there's only me using it in the house. I wash my hair once a week. I don't really wash it. I don't need to wash it more than that because it doesn't get greasy or anything. So I think, you know, a bottle will last me quite a while. So over the long run, it doesn't work out too bad really. But that is yeah, that's one other thing that I'm doing as well. And I've also been doing head massages. But yeah, your comments was brilliant. There was lots of good ideas in the comments. Lots of people didn't know about the protein thing. Everybody I talk to doesn't know about it. Like, we know we need it, but we don't realise how much we need of it. So yeah, that's been really good. And I just think I always want to be honest on this show. It's not a show, it's a video. I've got my own show now. The Daddy Delightful show. No, I always want to be honest on these videos about things. So if I do carry on using it and it turns out that it doesn't work, I will let you know. But so far, it does feel better. I'm just giggling to myself because when I was a child, I used to cook. And when I say cook, like, I'd make stuff up basically. And I used to always pretend I was on a cookery show. And I loved it. I thought it was brilliant. And I've always thought I'd love to be on telly, like, I don't know what doing. I don't know. Presenting something or being on a kids programme or I don't know what. That whole being in character, dressing up and doing something, you know, that's just a bit out there. But I'd be rubbish at lines. If there was a script, no. I couldn't do it. I won't remember them. But if I could just ad-lib it, that'd be good. That'd be really good. Me and Lucy, as I said before, went to the beach. We took her little girl with us. And one of my favourite places to be, believe it or not, is in an arcade. So, what is it called? Like a games arcade. So we've got in Blackpool, there's piers. And on the piers, there's games arcades. I don't know what you call them in other parts of the world. Where they have slot machines and they have penny machines. You know, when you actually go in and it's really noisy. All the machines are going off. And it's really bright and colourful everywhere. And they've got them grabby things where you grab a toy and they never work because they're obviously fixed not to grab properly and stuff. Maybe on the rare occasion. And all that. But ever since I've been a little girl, I love being in the arcades. And it's a real, is it called a juxtaposition? Maybe, that sounds fancy. But it's a real conundrum, maybe. I love quiet. I love nature. I love quiet. I don't really like going into busy cities unless I'm going to something like an art exhibition or something. But I need my downtime a lot away from people in those kind of situations because I get drained so easily. And if I'm on a bus, for example, and I don't have my headphones on and people are chatting, all different people are chatting, oh my God, it drives me mad. So it's really weird that I love being in the arcades because it's one of the noisiest places I think you could ever be on earth. So I said to Lucy, I love going in the arcades. And she said, do you want to go in? She's so lovely. Do you want to go in? I said, yeah. And she didn't know how her little girl would react to it because she'd never been in anything like that before. And when I went in, I was like, I said to Lucy, my brain's just become quiet. This is so lovely. And Lucy was like, oh, it's so noisy. And that's what Tom says as well, like it's too noisy for him. And her little girl, oh my gosh, she was so cute. She's so adorable. She was dancing to the music because there was music playing and loving it, absolutely loving it. And spending that time with her, because my boys are all grown up now, they're like in the 20s and 30s. Seeing her and her enjoyment and spending that time with her was such a gift, such a blessing, such a gift, because I remembered just how silly and in the moment you can be. Like, over the course of a week, I'm in that moment, a few times. Like, just on my own. I do make myself laugh quite a lot. Always Tom, you know, will just be silly. But when you've got a child there, it's all the time. They're so aware of different things that you miss. And to see her dancing and having such a lovely time, oh, it was just lovely. And I remembered what it used to be like when the boys were little, and I'd take them all over the place, and we'd do all sorts of things. And I was a single mum for 8 years, so it was just me and them, and we'd do all sorts. And that the fun of that proper lights me up. Like, so the thought of having a TV show with children is that thing of, oh my god, this really lights me up. Like, some examples are when the boys were little, there was a motorbike shop at the end of the street where we lived, and the motorbikes had come in cardboard boxes. So you know how big a motorbike is. There'd be these huge cardboard boxes, and we carried one home from the shop down to our house. But when we got it in the house, it couldn't get past the hall because of the height and the width of it. So we painted it to be like Narnia doors, and it stood in the hall. So you'd come in from the outside and you could go upstairs, but if you wanted to get into the other rooms, you'd have to walk through the cardboard Narnia doors. And I was home educating, and the home educating lady came, and I think it was the first time she came. So they always bring somebody with them from, I don't think it was social services, I think it was some, I don't know if it was an education thing but there was 2 of them, and they came in and I said, oh, you've got to walk through Narnia. And they're there in these suits, all fancy and stuff, walking through this cardboard box. It's bloody funny. Anyway, and there was loads of stuff like that. Like, the amount of fun that we had. That was just one little story, but just amazing. Being with kids in that way is just incredible, because it proper does make you step into that childlike wonder again. And I'm really grateful and lucky that I had a mum that encouraged that in me. So I've always tried to encourage it in my boys as well, and I haven't fully lost it. I think a lot of adults lose the wonder and the fun and the imagination and the silliness. They don't give themselves permission to just be daft for no reason. And with that in mind, Tom and I have been watching repeats of Vic and Bob, so Vic Reeves and Bob Mortimer. They did quite a few different programmes. They did Shooting Stars, that was like a game show, which was ridiculous. And they also did, I think it was Big Night Out with Vic Reeves. I can't remember what it was called. But if you just Google Vic and Bob, go on YouTube, Vic and Bob, and it's really silly humour. Like, it's just nonsensical daftness, and that's the kind of humour that I really love. So in the evening, when we've not found anything to watch, we've been watching that, and it's just so funny. It's just so funny. And when Lucy and I was on the beach, I was telling her about Vic and Bob. I was like, oh, did you watch Vic and Bob? And there's some characters that they do called the Stots. So that's one to look for on YouTube. Look for the Stots with Sting. The Nutters. Absolutely nuts. I loved it. And me and my sister used to watch it. And we'd copy them. We're like, oh, hello, would you like to have a poo before breakfast? I mean, it's just pathetic. Real childhood humour. Like, it's just ridiculous. But I was telling Lucy about it, doing the whole scene as we were sat on the beach, and Lucy's little girl was like, looking at me like, what are you doing? It's just marvellous. So please, if you haven't done any playing, if you haven't done any imagination, if you haven't built yourself a Narnia wardrobe out of cardboard, you know, if you haven't done silly voices this week or made up a little show for yourself, then do that, because it just makes life so much better. And we know there's so much crap in the world that's going on. We know there's all the things going on. And I think humour and laughter is a great way to cope with all that. So, I said I was going before, now I'm going now. Enjoy the video. So I painted this one so far. I'm just using some acrylic white Winsor & Newton, and I started painting this one. Looks quite dark today because it's been raining all day, but it's light in the studio where I'm sat. So I'm just going to paint them all with a base of white acrylic before I start decorating them. Seagulls making a right noise. I started painting my dollies, you know, the paper mache ones that I did. So I just kind of get her, show you the back. So I've painted the back of this one and the back of the other one. And I'm just painting this one, so that's the front of her. I'm using gouache because I think it's really nice and bright and it'll stand out. So I haven't finished my dollies yet. I need to paint them more, but the paint's all dry and I've used a Posca pen for drawing on the stars. I just need to decorate the front of them. And then this one I was doing, I dropped my paintbrush and got red paint all down the front of her. So I need to fix that. And look what I've been painting. This is so cute. How cute is that? So the idea is he's a snail with a library on his back and ants and ladybirds go in there to borrow books. But I really love it. It's the first time I've painted on Whoops. Take two. It's the first time I've painted on canvas board and I actually really like it. And I've used gouache and Posca pens for this. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. So I've not painted the duckies yet, they're still white. But I have started another painting. I mean, it's a bit crappy at the minute, but it's a frog on a bike. So it's a frog on a bike, he's catching a fly, and there's a little pixie that lives in a cave under a waterfall. And because it's on canvas, the paint's not going on as I would like it to. It's not as thick as I'd like it to be, so it does need a few coats. Oh, and there's going to be a rainbow in the background as well and some fish. But that's my next one that I'm doing. And then I've got a whale to paint on some more board. But I think the board is a lot better because it's hard, so you don't get that give like on a canvas. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. Today we've come to Claver Hill, which is a community plot It has all allotment beds, it's got lakes, it's got a natural dyer's garden, it's got a flower garden, there's all sorts of stuff. And it's part of the Wild Roots Festival that's happening in Lancaster, which I've been videoing a little bit for. Look at these. Aren't they beautiful? It's really inspiring. There's so much to take away for our own allotment from here. It's just fantastic. All the herbs.
Yeah. Oh, that's still popular, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it is. Look at that. They're lovely, them poppies, aren't they? Look at these, they're massive. All the potatoes.
Hello.
Hiya.
Hi. Oh, that white one. Yeah.
Oh, look at that doggy. Ah, look. Aren't they adorable? Ah. Ah, he's a wagging. Ah. Oh, look at all the flowers. It's beautiful. Oh, isn't it gorgeous?
We built this in the last 12 months.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the whole thing in 2 years. This bit here in the last, what, 6 to 8 months.
Wow, that's incredible.
Different beds, a colourful one. Loads of places to come and sit.
It's gorgeous. Look at
And that's
these
from Global Link.
puppies.
Built this seat here.
Oh, it's
Potatoes,
amazing.
dahlias, stumpery.
It's fantastic. Oh, it's beautiful. And you
Okay.
keep bees?
And the keep bees are down the other end.
Oh.
You have to keep them out of the way because they sting people. Most of these things have been donated. And so that's why they're a bit scruffy. We get everyone scruffy plants and then look after them.
Yeah.
And we've made these in the last few weeks. That one and the other one. And this one.
It's
We're just getting there.
Oh, look at these.
Aren't they?
Yeah.
A little bee sat in that. Oh, one of girls, one of our bees.
Asleep.
The honeybee. There's 2!
Ah.
So that's where you've been all night. In fact, there's 2 more in the bottom.
Is there?
Yeah. Can you see them?
Yeah, yeah.
How lovely that is to see.
Beautiful. It's wonderful. Yeah. It's the first time we've been.
Really?
Yeah.
Where's your allotment?
Over by, we live over at Primrose, so near.
It's not over. We've had a lot of space landing.
Stanley.
Hi, Stan. Oh,
Ah.
don't.
Huge, aren't they? I think it's got moss in it. What's growing in the pizza oven? Moss. Look at that.
Yeah, so if you want to find out more about Claver Hill, you can find our details here, www.claverhill.org.uk. That's our web address, and then we've got an email address and kind of phone numbers as well. Hi, I'm Rachel Marshall. So I work with Food Futures down in across Lancaster district, and I'm also a member of Claver Hill, which is where we are today. We're hosting some of the Wild Roots activities. And Wild Roots is a festival to explore and enjoy nature, really, in some of the amazing green spaces we have around the Lancaster city area. So yesterday we were down in Fairfield and Freeman's Woods, and today we're up at Claver. And yeah, we're really excited to welcome people to the site. We've got wood carving today, we've got a creative writing shop and lots of nature walks. But we also welcome people to the site for the nature trail at any time. We've got a leaflet people can pick up and maps that people can follow around. Yeah, and we also have lots of projects on the site all year round that do various things with food growing and natural dyes, seed saving.
Or even if you're buying second hand, buy white, and then you can do what you like with it yourself. So it's using this in different ways, and then we give the seeds out so that people can then grow their own or come here and help us with it as well, and we can all work together and we can learn about it. So we're constant learning. And here we've got coreopsis, which is a flower. It's a tall flower, but this is a particular one. It's coreopsis Victoria because we keep our clothes going for longer by, enlivening clothes that have joy and giving another colour, or even if you're buying second hand, buy white. Like itself. So it's using this in different ways, and then we give the seeds out so that people can then grow their own or come here and help us and we can all work together and we can learn about it. It's constant learning. And here we've got coreopsis, which is a flower. It's a coloured flower, and this particular one is coreopsis Victoria because
Oh, is it? It's lamb's tail, is it? Yeah, lamb's tail.
What ears?
Yeah,
Lamb's ears or something.
it's proper soft, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's jumping up.
Oh, the garden's gone wild. And you can see Froggy in the pond. Look at him. He's having a nice time in the shade, I think. Everything's gone bonkers. Look at all this now. Oh, you can see my shadow. All the flowers are coming out, and we've also got on the bush tomatoes, if you can see in there. Ooh, our first tomato is growing. I'm really excited, and with this hot weather I think we'll be getting some more soon as well. Badger's loving it, led in the sunshine. The little strawberries are just being eaten by the snails, and look at these. If you saw my last video, these were just coming out. These are the candy tuft fairy flowers. Aren't they beautiful? Look at all the different layers of petals and flowers. Really lovely. And my sage is doing really well, which is great. I love using this for mushrooms, cooking with mushrooms. Can hear lots of bees. And I just planted my clematis this morning in there as well. I'm not sure if it's a good spot or not. It might be a bit too dark. The elderflowers are starting to get buds on them now, berries, getting ready. So I'll have to keep my eye on them for when they come out fully, because Pigeon likes to eat these.
What is it?
I just have to get
But it's nice by the fire.
It's so nice by the fire.
Thank you for watching this week's vlog. Thank you to my wonderful Patreons. You are very special to me and I really appreciate your support. And thank you to anybody that supports my small business or leaves me a comment or messages me or emails me to say how much they enjoy my videos. It does really mean the world to me and it makes a big difference. So I am sending you lots of love and a big squishy hug, and I will see you next week.